was, let's say, less than impressed. And that's an understatement. When I turned it on, sounded in fact, I would have to say that was the worst sounding system out of any vehicle I've ever owned. I'm at 7% state of charge, and yeah, these headlights are yeah, they're not as good as a Gen 1. This is not a good location to charge. This is a place I definitely wouldn't have my wife coming to. Look how dark it is out here. Pretty empty in the back of a parking lot. You know, nice location for criminal activity. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're having a great day today. Well, today we're making the inaugural drive in the quad motor R1T. And of course this has the 22-inch sport tires on it with the burnished bronze rims. And as I showed you earlier, it should get about 400 miles on a full charge. We're gonna see, I'm gonna go to a supercharger and I'm gonna charge it to 100%. Right now I'm at 81%, and then we're gonna see how far this thing actually goes. So let's go ahead and get into this. Oh, this thing drives nicely. I mean, I can already tell the difference. Yeah, just from hitting the accelerator, it's just so much smoother. I just noticed that immediately than my current quad motor at low speeds. And I can already tell the suspension is better. I can already tell at the low speeds, this is a lot nicer. I can't wait to get this thing on the highway. And of course, the cameras are way better in here as far, I mean, the blind spot cameras are worlds better than my old vehicle. And so we're just gonna head to a Tesla Supercharger, and there is that looks just like my Rivian in the limestone. So I'm gonna be listening for rattles and things like that. I thought I heard some of that was actually the zipper for my camera pouch. Oh, this is so much better. Except there's something shaking. Something's rattling pretty loud. Oh, it just went away. Not sure what that was or what it is. Maybe they come back up again. Nope, there we go. Yeah, that sound is pretty annoying. And maybe when I get to the stop, I can probably investigate to figure out what this noise is. It's almost like something is in the door or something. I don't know. But otherwise, this vehicle is pretty quiet. Besides that rattling noise, it's like something's moving around, like it's not bolted down or screwed down tightly. Definitely in the door. Oh, but the power on this is so much better. So much better. It's noticeable. And it's smoother too. It's kind of hard to explain. And these are the Ascent motors. So it has an Ascent motor in the back. Well, it's 4 motors on the vehicle with an Ascent in the back and an Ascent in the front. So yeah, this is definitely quieter and smoother. But I do hear on these tires, it seems like there's more road noise, and it could be the pavement also, but I'm not sure these tires are properly inflated. I have to check, but I know they're normally supposed to be at 48 PSI, and this is showing 44, 45. But I'll check the door to see, and if so, I'll just air the tires up. I don't know if these are different tires. They're Pirelli Scorpions, so I would assume they have the same PSI requirements as the previous ones. But I could be wrong, but I will check. And I don't hear that noise anymore. So yeah, the rattling noise has stopped. Yeah, pretty smooth ride. Let me do some, it's too early for me to do some takeovers. So I'm just gonna cruise to my stop, because this is not really a location to really be testing out the acceleration on this vehicle. Or maybe it is, we'll see. Let me just see it go. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. This thing has some giddy up and go. Okay, as it should. And I know if I put it in sport mode, that's where you really get most of your power. But I'll do that when I get on the highway. I'm not gonna do that right now. Just more so trying to get to the charging station to charge this thing up to 100% to see how far we can go. But let me go ahead and get to the charging station. I'll see you all back a little later. And I am at the Tesla Supercharger. Yeah, so guess I'm gonna have to park in this handicap spot. Kind of, sort of. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but otherwise going to be taking up 2 charging locations, and I don't want to do that. So I'm here. I'm going to charge to 100%. If someone handicapped shows up, of course, I'm going to move. But yeah, this is the only option. Okay, I'm at the Supercharger, so I'm going to go ahead and plug in and get charged up to 100%. And so with the native NACs, you can just plug right in. I'm not sure if this is even charged. Is this even initialized? It hasn't. Unplug and try again. Okay, I'm getting charged up here, and that first one I plugged into the handicap one, it didn't work. But when I plugged into this one, it started working. So let's go to the graph here, and of course it's not charging fast, obviously, because I'm at the top of the pack. And so right now I'm getting 44 kilowatts, and it's saying that this session should end in 8 minutes, and then we'll just see how far I can get on a full charge. And I'm hoping it does well. We'll see, you know, here's the hope. But this should actually change my route in the system. But also the hotel I'm going to also has free charging. Well, it doesn't have free charging, but it does have charging. So I am going to charge the Rivian up there. And if I can get to 100%, I should be able to make it straight home from the hotel from Kansas City to Belleville, Illinois, where I live. But yeah, we'll see. And I'll be back after this thing charged up. All right, I'm at 100% and I'm ready to head out. And I'm blocking spots. I mean, you can go ahead and move, and you got this Model X is trying to charge up. Just go ahead and get out of his way. And I'm going to show you what we have here. So we're at 100%, and right now in sport mode, it's in 341 miles. Let me put it in, switch it to conserve mode and see what we're going to get. And it's projecting 402 miles at 100%. And so we're going to go ahead and continue on to our destination. And the next stop should be, let's see if it recalculates this route. And so the next stop is 244 miles away. See how long it lasts. I've been operating on this one bottle of water all day. That's not good, and I haven't had anything to eat yet. And so hopefully this next stop will have something to eat. So I should get there with 14% state of charge, or 58 miles of range, and it's a Tesla Supercharger. So let's see if I can get any information on that. And that is in Oakley, Kansas. And it has a B rating. And it looks like they have some place to eat and a place to use the bathroom. We'll see how long I last. I may not even be able to last to get this far. And yeah, so we'll see what happens. Plug and charge, site details, 47 cents a kilowatt hour congestion fee, 50 cents after 5 minutes. This way for first time if the vehicle is moved within 5 minutes of the vehicle reaching full state of charge threshold. We won't be doing that. When we get to our first stop, let's see what the state of charge is supposed to be. And that's in a 40-minute stop. That's a long time. And then a 20-minute stop. Oh boy. So, but it's showing for this trip 4 stops altogether. And normally you never charge 100%, and this is why I went from 80 to 100, and it took over 40 minutes. And yeah, so you just never want to do that on a road trip. unless you absolutely have to. If you're towing or there's a long distance between the charging stops, then that's when you want to do it. And if I would have had my charging adapter, this would have been a whole heck of a lot easier, but I don't. So we're going to operate what we have. So next stop is saying 47 minutes charging. That's a long time, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully now it's saying I only have 8% range. We'll see. And yes, projecting 244 miles away. We'll see. Hopefully it gets better efficiency than this, but let me go ahead and turn my AC back on because I'm getting hot. And I turned it off while I was charging so it's go faster. But toward the end, it tapered all the way down to about 6.5 kilowatts. And so I just unplugged, but it was already at 100%. And I said I was going to check the PSI, and I didn't do that. Let me go ahead and check the PSI for the tires. Yep, and it's saying 48. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this, pull out the thing, and pump these tires up. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm ready to hit the road and head to my first stop, which is 244 miles away. And it's saying I should arrive with 8% state of charge. Interesting. You think based on what it's saying that I get, that I would... Anyway, we'll see. We'll see if it calculates or recalculates and how it handles this. So I did air my tires up to 48 PSI, but it's going to take a minute to adjust in the screen here. This is not real time. I wish it was. I wish that was, but it's not. Maybe I'll stop here at the gas station, use the bathroom before I roll out. And I'm going to do just that. And I'm going to grab something to drink too. And something to eat, because it's going to be a long trip. So I'll be back. So I'm finally on the road. And again, 244 miles to my next stop. And this has to get there with, now it's saying 2% state of charge. We'll see. 10 miles of range, we'll see what happens. This thing is all over the place. And it may take a minute for it to get calibrated. Looks like I got it off just in time for traffic. But I'm on start my trip off, and I'll see you all back a little later. Yeah, so I just want to check in at around 70% state of charge. And it's saying that I have 275 miles of range left. So, and yeah, so far I listened to the radio in here, and when I first turned it on, I was, let's say, less than impressed. And that's an understatement. And I'll talk about that a little later. But as I've been playing it's been sounding a little better. So maybe the speakers just need to break in, but I don't remember having an issue with my R1T with the Meridian elevation sound system, and I just don't. It sounded great from the beginning, and this one, when I turned it on, sounded... In fact, I would have to say that was the worst sounding system out of any vehicle I've ever owned. Yeah, just the worst. So, especially when you're considering the price point of this vehicle, it's just like, you might as well not even put a stereo in here, just give someone some headphones. That's how bad it was. But I will say the highway assist is dramatically better than what was in the last vehicle in the Gen 1. That was one of the pain points for me, but this one you can see I'm pretty much driving hands-free. And it does the automatic lane changes as long as you hit the signal. And this has been awesome. It's been working great this whole time and makes this ride a lot less fatiguing. So yeah, enjoying that part. And as far as the efficiency, I'm driving around 76 miles an hour. I've been averaging 70 miles an hour. I've gone about 100 miles and I'm getting like 2.15 miles per kilowatt hour. I'm not sure what the wind speed is, but it sounds windy, and it could just be the vehicle. But I'm looking at the windmills; they're turning. So I'm not sure if it has some crosswinds or what. But yeah, I just wanted to check in, and right now, Gear Guard Gary's stressed out, and yeah, so we'll see. We'll see where I land. And I know when I first left, it was showing. Oh, keep my eyes on the road. Okay. All right, whatever, dude. When I first left, it was showing that I have like 10 miles, like 10% state of charge or something like that. But right now it's showing 21%. and 85 miles of range when I get to the next charging stop. I suspect it may go up even more, but we'll see. But yeah, I just wanted to check in at 70%, and I'll check back in when I hit 50% stated charge and see where we are. I have 143 miles to get to my next charging stop, and I'll see you all back a little later. So I'm checking in. I'm at 50% stated charge, averaging 70 miles an hour, and I've driven 162 miles and averaging 2.3 miles per kilowatt hour. And right now my current speed is 76 miles an hour, and it's saying I have 199 miles of range left. We'll see what happens. So what's that, 361 miles? That wouldn't be bad if that holds. I don't think it will, but we'll see. But yeah, so far so good. And also, because I've been listening to the stereo, it sounds better. I'm gonna keep listening to it just to see if it has to break the speakers in and see if it sounds better over time. But only time will tell, we'll see. But as far as the highway assist, this is worlds better. This is so much more relaxing. In my Gen 1 Rivian, especially when I first got it, it was basically useless. On the first road trip, and then they made some improvements to it. Still, it wasn't that great. That was one of my biggest pain points. But this is a world of difference. You can actually ride without having your hands on the steering wheel. And just hit the turn signal, it automatically change the lane for you, and it does a great job. And the cameras are crystal clear in this. In my last vehicle, yeah, they were usable, kinda, except when it rained. When it rained outside, it's pretty much it for it. But yeah, we're gonna keep on, and I have about 78 miles to get to my next charging stop. I just wanted to check in at 50% and let you know where we're at, and we seem to be doing pretty well. And I'll see you all back later. Just ride to the Tesla Supercharger, and this one's empty, and I like this. So, where am I going to park? Let me try this one down here. Okay, I just blocked this one, which is unfortunate, but hey, there's no cars here now, but in 5 minutes it could be full. So I just arrived, and let's see, let's go back to the energy screen. So I averaged 2.29 miles per kilowatt hour, average speed 72 miles an hour, and I went 242 miles, and my current stated charge is 24% for 96 miles now. So that's not bad. Let's see, let me go back. So I used 108 kilowatt hours on that drive. So 338 miles, so that's not bad. Go ahead and open this charge port door, get this thing plugged in, and I'm probably gonna use the bathroom, get something to eat. And hopefully this works. Oh boy, I smell some cows or something. Horses, oh, it smells pretty bad. I'm downwind of it too. Okay, so it's starting to charge. See what kind of charging speeds I get up in here. And 80, 91 kilowatts. And I need to check the charge. I don't remember what I'm supposed to be charging. It's supposed to be like 15 minutes. Okay, trip target 68%. And so I'm currently at 24%, so 68%. And it said resume in 24 minutes. I'm gonna head over there, use the bathroom, and get something to eat, and come back, and I still got a long ways to go. I don't think I get to my hotel until like midnight. So it's gonna be a long haul. That charging session went by pretty darn quickly. I walked across to get something to eat. Just a slice of pizza, came back and had to scarf that pizza down real quick. And I'm already overcharged for where I need to be. And I just show you here, been charging for 27 minutes, and I'm at 72% stated charge. It added 73.7 kilowatt hours, and I have 290 miles of range. That was pretty quick. But so far, everything is going well. So this is a fast charging stop. Charged a lot faster than my Generation 1 Rivian. It would have never gotten this high this quickly. So let me go ahead and unplug. Yeah, because I could have gone to 80% in a really short order. I'm still getting 113 kilowatts at 73%, so that's pretty decent. But let me go ahead and unplug and get to my next charging stop. So I'm back on the road again, and my next charging stop is around 200 miles away. Let's say it's 185 miles left, and it's saying that my current projected range is 271 miles, and I'm at 68% state of charge. And it's saying that, man, this thing is a nanny system. It's saying that I should arrive at my next stop with 7% in 31 miles, which that's interesting since, man, I can't even look over at the screen. This thing is sensitive, and I have glasses on too. Man, this thing is, I can't even quite, turn my eyeballs a certain way. Even if I don't turn my head, but I guess it's good in a way. But yeah, it's saying 185 miles to my next charging stop, but I currently have 270 miles. It said my arrival will be 31 miles and 7%. That math is not math unless it's predicting a lot of inefficiency, which probably would be the case, but we'll just have to see. But so far it's been pretty relaxing. And, after having those extended breaks, 25 minutes, really, that was just enough time for me to go in the store, use the bathroom, look around, grab something to eat, walk back to the car. By the time I got back to the car, it was basically finished charging. And then I tried to eat my food up as fast as I could, and then charge up a little more than what it needed to, which is fine. And then, I went in and washed my windows off. I wish they had window washers at the Tesla stop, and I wish I would have brought my windshield washer that you spray, but I couldn't fit it in my bag, and I would have to dump all the juice out of it. I had to go and buy more windshield washer fluid, which would have been fine, but I couldn't get it in my bag anyway, so kind of a moot point. But yeah, so traveling to the next stop, and they got another stop after that, and then that'd be the hotel. And I won't get to the hotel until around midnight. So I'll check back in later, and I'll see you all back. Hey, so I'm back. I'm headed to my next charging stop. I'm at 7% state of charge, and yeah, these headlights are, yeah, they're not as good as a Gen 1. Where is this charging station? Oh, this is in the back of a parking lot. This is not good. That's why I did not want to come to Tesla Superchargers. Because you get these situations where you're in the back of a parking lot. This is not a good location to charge, but okay. But this is what we have, so yeah, I'm going to charge up. And we're just going to show you the numbers. I used 92.6 kilowatt hours, and I was averaging 2.18 miles per kilowatt hour, averaging 75 miles. I went 198 miles, almost 200 miles. So, and I have 27 miles of range left for 7% state of charge. So that's a lot less than the 290 that was showing, which I kind of figured it would be. But of course I was going 80 miles an hour. So that's going to have a huge impact on the range. But yeah, I'm ready to plug in, and I'm going to go use the bathroom. Not sure about leaving my car over here, but that's why I like these Tesla stops, and there's nowhere to wash the windows or any of this. So I'm hoping I get my charging adapter here soon. I'm gonna go get it plugged in so I can get on out of here. Here's this charging stop. Yeah, this is a place I definitely wouldn't have my wife coming to. Look how dark it is out here. I guess you do have some lights right here. That looks like that charging station may be down, but pretty empty in the back of a parking lot. Nice location for criminal activity. And just to let you check this out, it's pretty cool with the charging. Again, let's go check the front out. And of course, you got the puddle lights and door lights. Yeah, you got the charge light in the front of the Rivian. And a lot of bugs. Oh, that thing is full of bugs. Head over to this gas station over here to use the bathroom, and then of course I'm gonna take my truck and clean my windshield off. So that's one of the downsides of these types of charging stations that were put in the beginning. Now a lot of new ones are going to gas stations, and those would be the preferred ones that I would go to, but I'll see you all back a little later. So I'm at my stop. I'm about ready to take off. I charged over where I needed to be, and so right here I am at 54% state of charge, and I'm ready to unplug and to head out to my next stop. And one of the things that I noticed is that these headlights are not the greatest. You can like see them moving around. Like, I don't know, it's kind of weird. And I guess it's the adaptive headlights. Yeah, these headlights are not the greatest. Okay, I'm about ready to head out, and let me just show you what we have going on here. I added 75.6 kilowatt hours, and I charged at 59%, and it's gonna have 219 miles, and I have 124 miles to get to my next stop. And I should get there with 71 miles and 17% state of charge. And I'll see you all at my next stop. Okay, I'll ride up to my next charging stop. And the next one after this will be the hotel. So right now I'm at 28%. Let me go ahead and get the charging up. And this is a set of loves. And maybe I go get something to eat, because I haven't had anything to eat today. Not really. Not anything that you'll want to call food. But yeah, I did clean my windshield. It was full of bugs, but the lights didn't look as bad when I did that last leg. They didn't look that bad at all. And I did clean my windshield. It had like a little haze on it. So, but I did see like fluttering. I guess that's that dynamic lighting that, yeah, so that was interesting. So I could still see like shadows. It's kind of weird. It'd probably be hard to pick up on the camera. I'm gonna go ahead and get something to eat, and yeah, I'll be back. Okay, I just finished charging at the last stop before the hotel, and yeah, I put in 75.9 kilowatt hours, or 76. 78% state of charge, and it's saying that I should have 61% when I get to my hotel room, and it's gonna take 44 minutes, 52 miles. So yeah, I can't wait because I'm tired. And I'll see you all back a little later. And it is after midnight. It's like 12:30. So, and they do have charge point chargers. So we're gonna see if this is gonna work with my phone. It worked with my last phone, but we'll see how this works out. All right, let me set my account back up so I can charge up here. Then I'll be back. I set up my charge point account, but I forgot that I have the Max. So luckily this comes with this adapter here. So let's go ahead and stick this in like that. And let me hook the charge point up. Okay, that's already unlocked. And see how many kilowatt hours they're gonna charge me. Okay, it's not showing the price. And this is 6.6 kilowatt hours. Maybe it'll show in the app. Yeah, it doesn't have a price in here, so yeah, but it's charging. Interesting. I'm gonna go pack all my stuff up and head to the room. Yeah, I'm gonna let this charge as long as possible. The 6.6 kilowatt hour, that's not a lot, but that's more than nothing, especially after about 8 hours or so. Let me see if I can get about 8 hours of sleep. But yeah, so that's part one of the road trip, and I'm gonna resume tomorrow. And I'll see you all back and let you know the details of this charge set. So good morning, everyone. It's the next day, and I'm in downtown Kansas City. Let you check this view out here. It looks pretty nice. Yeah, so it's a nice view of the city. And even over here, it's a pretty nice view. So right now I have my Rivian charging up. It's been charging up all night. And let's just go to here and see how we're doing. And right now it's at 97% state of charge. And let's just see, it's set in all purpose mode. So just go ahead and hit this. So it's saying 337 miles of range. And I'm gonna just let it charge up for a little while longer, try to get it to 100%. And just go and see the stats so far. And this is set for all purpose. At 138 miles since it's been plugged in. It's been charging for at 13 miles an hour. And it said it's set to end at 11:10, and right now it's 10:24. So, and I'm getting like 5.9 kilowatts, and it added 56.5 kilowatt hours to the pack. So yeah, so and this has been plugged in for 9 hours and 57 minutes. So I'm just gonna drive straight from here straight to home, and it's about 260 some miles. And we'll just see how it does. I know with my Gen 1 Rivian R1T will drive from Branson, Missouri to back to home, and it was like 270 miles or something like that. And we can make it in a Gen 1. So we should definitely make it in a Gen 2, at least I hope so, because this is supposed to be more efficient, and it has a max pack battery. And, so it should give me more range, and I should have more range on arrival. And I shouldn't have any charging stops once I switch it to conserve mode, because it's showing in conserve mode at the full charge, it should get 400 miles. Okay, I'm ready to resume my trip. I wish I had my window washer to clean my dirty windshield, but we'll just have to go this way, because I want to make sure I don't have any stops on the way back. So it's just going to have to be dirty, unfortunately. And the current temperature in this garage, at least, is showing that it's 77 degrees. We'll see what it is outside. But here we go, homeward bound. All right, let me throw the sunglasses on. Pretty bright out here. So again, I'm at 99% state of charge. It's showing 400 miles of range on the full charge. And yeah, actually at 100, well, it says 100% full 3, but I'm not exactly at 100. And so, and I'm not sure that thing is ever going to get to 100. It was just languishing there. So, but yeah, I'll see you all back when we get on the highway. Hello everyone, I'm back, and I got the cruise set on 72 miles an hour, or 71 miles an hour. And yeah, I'm actually going 71. And my average speed is 69. This is according to GPS. So yeah, so we have on this stretch of the highway 179 miles to go. Is that it? Oh, I've been driving for almost 30 miles already. So, and my average speed, according to the Rivian, is 62 miles an hour. Of course, that's including the traffic. And, obviously, if you look and see, the streets aren't totally clear. The road, there's a lot of traffic on the road. It's like mild traffic anyway. So my speed is going to be up and down. But yeah, this ride is pretty comfortable. But I do hear a lot of wind noise coming from that passenger window. And I noticed it on the first leg of the trip. A lot of wind noise. And I don't know if that's just the direction of the wind, but I don't notice it on my driver's side, but definitely on the passenger side. To the point where I keep rolling my window down and rolling it up, because I think it sounds like the window may be down, but it's not. Because I checked it several times. So that may need something that may need to be checked out to see what may be causing that. But I have been driving in the same direction the entire time. So I've been driving east basically straight east. And so it could be just the wind blowing from the south to the north. That could be what it is, but I don't see any trees blowing. So, but that's something I'll keep an eye on over time. And if you have similar issues, let me know. I know when I test drove that Gen 2 Rivian R1T, the dual motor, I noticed wind noise also, but then there was supposed to be tornadoes that day also. There was a wind advisory. So the wind was blowing really hard that day, and it may be today, I don't know. But yeah, I'll keep you informed, and I'll see you all back a little later. I'm just checking in. I'm at 50% state of charge, and it's showing 201 miles of range. And right now I'm getting 2.44 miles per kilowatt hour on average doing this drive. And I've driven 170 miles so far. My average speed is 67 miles an hour. So yeah, everything is still going well. How far do I have? I have 90 miles to get home, so not too much farther. And it's saying the range on arrival should be 28% or 113 miles. So we'll see if that holds up, and I'll see you all back. Okay, just got everything washed up and about to get home and wrap everything up. So this went pretty well. This road trip went really well. This vehicle does very well in range. That's one of the things I was concerned about with the quad motor. I thought it would get less range than the current Gen 1 quad motor, but it actually gets more, which is great because it does have the max pack. But it also seems to be even more efficient also. So that is pretty outstanding. So I'm very impressed with this vehicle. There are some things that I'm going to have addressed, and I'm going to show you that on another video. I'm going to go over everything with the vehicle. So if you're taking the delivery of a Rivian, you'll know what to look for, and just do a thorough look, identify issues, and make sure you get those reported as soon as possible so you can get it corrected. But yeah, but overall, this has been a great road trip. And also discussing in another video my thoughts on this Rivian versus the Gen 1 and whether or not I think it's a good purchase decision. At least for me anyway. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Well, that's all I have for today. I'd like to thank you for joining me again. And I can't wait to see you on the next video.